The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey is built on a simple but powerful premise. Personal finance is 80% behavior and only 20% head knowledge. Ramsey argues that most people do not fail financially because they lack information. They fail because they lack discipline, consistency, and the willingness to delay gratification. According to his philosophy, financial success is not achieved through complex investing strategies, market timing, or sophisticated debt management techniques, but through changing behaviors that have kept people trapped in cycles of debt and financial stress. He begins by attacking the denial that many people live in regarding their financial condition. People often compare themselves to equally indebted friends, assume debt is normal because everyone has it, and believe future raises or promotions will solve present financial problems. Ramsey insists that real change begins only when individuals face the truth about their debt, spending habits, and net worth. One of the book's central themes is that debt is not a tool but a trap. While modern financial theory often views leverage as a way to accelerate wealth creation, Ramsey believes debt increases risk, steals future income, creates stress, and limits freedom. His famous phrase is that wealthy people build wealth by owning things, not owing things. The entire book revolves around the 7 baby steps, a sequential system designed to create financial peace. Baby step 1 is saving a $1,000 starter emergency fund as quickly as possible. Ramsey intentionally keeps this amount small because he wants people to experience an early victory and prove to themselves that change is possible. He recommends selling possessions, working extra jobs, cutting expenses, and focusing intensely until the fund is complete. Baby step 2 is the debt snowball, which requires listing all non-mortgage debts from smallest balance to largest balance regardless of interest rate. Minimum payments are made on all debts except the smallest, which receives every extra dollar available. Once that debt is eliminated, its payment is rolled into the next debt, creating a snowball effect. Ramsey acknowledges that paying debts by interest rate might be mathematically optimal, but he deliberately chooses the balance-based approach because it generates quick wins, motivation, and momentum. He argues that human behavior responds more strongly to visible progress than to mathematical efficiency. During this stage, he emphasizes what he calls gazelle intensity, a mindset inspired by a gazelle fleeing a cheetah. This means taking extraordinary action such as working multiple jobs, selling valuable possessions, drastically reducing spending, avoiding vacations, and making temporary sacrifices until every consumer debt is gone. Baby step 3 involves building a fully funded emergency fund containing 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Ramsey believes this fund serves as protection against what he calls Murphy's Law, the inevitable unexpected emergencies that occur in life. Once this fund is established, individuals move to baby step 4, investing 15% of gross household income for retirement. Ramsey traditionally recommends dividing retirement investments equally among 4 categories of mutual funds: growth funds, growth and income funds, aggressive growth funds, and international funds. His emphasis is on long-term investing rather than attempting to predict market movements. Baby step 5 focuses on saving for children's college education, but only after retirement savings are already on track because, as Ramsey often says, children can borrow for college, but parents cannot borrow for retirement. Baby step 6 directs individuals to pay off their home mortgage early by throwing every extra dollar at principal reduction. Finally, baby step 7 is the stage of building substantial wealth and giving generously, which Ramsey considers the ultimate purpose of financial success. Throughout the book, Ramsey establishes several strict non-negotiable rules. He opposes credit cards entirely, even when they are paid off every month for rewards. His argument is that credit cards encourage higher spending and normalize debt-related behavior. Instead, he recommends debit cards, cash, and disciplined budgeting. He is equally opposed to car financing and leasing, believing that vehicles depreciate rapidly and should be purchased with cash whenever possible. Regarding housing, Ramsey recommends a 15-year fixed-rate mortgage with payments no greater than 25% of take-home pay, and ideally a substantial down payment. Adjustable-rate mortgages and risky loan structures are strongly discouraged. Budgeting is another cornerstone of the system. Ramsey teaches zero-based budgeting, where every dollar of income is assigned a specific purpose before the month begins, so that income minus expenses equals zero. This does not mean having no money left. It means every dollar has a job, whether that job is spending, saving, investing, or debt repayment. To control overspending, he advocates the envelope system, where cash is placed into physical envelopes for categories such as groceries, dining out, entertainment, clothing, and personal spending. When an envelope is empty, spending in that category stops. Ramsey believes physical cash creates a stronger psychological connection to spending than cards do, making people more aware of their purchasing decisions. The book also debunks numerous financial myths. Ramsey rejects the idea of a silver bullet that can create wealth quickly, arguing that wealth is built through decades of consistent behavior. He warns against keeping up with the Joneses, describing how many people finance appearances through debt while quietly destroying their financial future. He strongly advises against co-signing loans because it transfers risk and often damages relationships. He criticizes debt consolidation when it merely restructures debt without changing spending habits, and he condemns payday lenders and cash advance businesses as predatory institutions that profit from financial desperation. While the book has attracted criticism from economists and financial planners who argue that low-interest debt can sometimes be managed strategically, that credit cards can provide benefits when used responsibly, or that certain investment return assumptions may be optimistic, Ramsey consistently responds that his system is designed for real human behavior rather than theoretical optimization. His position is that the mathematically perfect plan is useless if people abandon it halfway through, whereas a psychologically effective plan that people actually follow can transform their lives. Key terms throughout the book include gazelle intensity, meaning extreme urgency toward debt elimination; debt snowball, the process of paying debts from smallest balance to largest; financial peace, the state of living without money-related fear or stress; Murphy's Law Fund, the emergency fund that protects against unexpected crises; the Joneses, the people society tries to impress through spending; sinking funds, money set aside for predictable future expenses; and plastic surgery, Ramsey's humorous term for cutting up credit cards. Ultimately, The Total Money Makeover is not a book about maximizing investment returns or exploiting financial leverage. It is a behavioral system designed to help ordinary people eliminate debt, build savings, establish financial security, invest consistently, and achieve long-term wealth through discipline, simplicity, and unwavering commitment to the baby steps.